You know, a lot of doctors are recommending Tamiflu for both treatment of and prevention of the flu. So what is Tamiflu? How does it work?
Well, Tamiflu is an antiviral, and what it does is it makes it so that if you contract the flu, it can help fight it off. But it can also be used prophylactically. And I had the most interesting conversation this morning with a very, very happy father. He came into the clinic and he had 2 of his 5 children. And one of the children had the flu and the other did not. We also test for COVID, of course, and they were negative. But he was so concerned because his concern was, I don't know what I'm going to do. Can I take this child home? And, you know, of course, he's going to separate him as much as he can from the other 5 children. But these were little kids. And, you know, it's hard to separate kids. But he was so happy when I informed him that I was going to call in the Tamiflu, not only for the child that was negative, but for the other 3 children at home and him. And that way they could take it what's called prophylactically and have less of a chance of contracting the flu while they have someone in the home with the flu.
And speaking of that, is this treatment for everybody or for more serious cases?
For everybody. I mean, at the end of the day, the flu is something you don't want because you can become very ill. If you're somebody that's relatively healthy, it still can cause you muscle aches, runny nose, fever, missing time from work. And then if you're someone elderly or with chronic medical conditions, it can be deadly. So this is a really good option for individuals. And I'm so glad I was able to provide this information because a lot of people don't know. So if you are married or you have a family member and they're diagnosed with the flu, you can contact your doctor and your doctor can call in what's called prophylactic Tamiflu treatment. And it's a little bit different. If you have the flu, you take it twice a day. But if you don't have the flu, but you're in the household with someone with the flu, you take it once a day. And that way you can protect yourself and have a better chance of not contracting the flu.
Dr. Quinn, I can hear somebody's mind turning out there already saying, well, if this Tamiflu's that great, then I don't have to take the flu shot then, do I?
No, go ahead and get that flu shot because as I said before, the flu can be very, very detrimental to people, especially senior citizens and those with chronic medical conditions. The flu can actually take your life. So get that flu shot and get that protection. But in the event that you do get your flu shot, realize you can still contract the flu. So if you can get that extra added protection, why not? Like my patient today, he was so happy because now his other 4 children and himself, they're being protected. Now they can still contract the flu, but their chances are much less and also much less of getting sick. At the end of the day, we have to do everything we can to stay as healthy as possible. And this is really a good option, but you just have to contact your medical doctor and let them know that you're around someone with the flu, and then they can call that medicine in and you can get that protection.
And speaking of the flu shot, is there a window when people should get that flu shot? Like, is it in the fall, early in the fall, or is it later in the fall? When's that window of getting the flu shot?
The window just opened up. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get that flu shot if you have not already done so. Some of the sources say September the 1st, but we're right there. So you can go ahead and get it. And it's advised to go ahead and get it all the way through September, October, even into November. And note that it takes about 2 weeks to develop those antibodies once you get that flu vaccination for that good protection. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get it now. And you can go to your primary care provider. You can go to your pharmacies. But getting that flu shot, that's a really good idea. And get that coronavirus vaccination as well if you have not already done so, and the booster if you qualify.